Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. So today, May 14th, 2025, Yama, the Master of Packs, is out. And there is a lot of known issues at the moment, so we'll just take a quick look at these. So they're investigating this one right now, so we are investigating reports that some powered staves are not dragging players consistently when used from outside their range. We are aware of an issue where drops are not despawning in the Infernal Shale mining area. This was hotfixed. We are aware that solo instance for Group Ironman triggers prestige loss warning. So we have released a hotfix to prevent a message regarding prestige group iron loss from displaying if there is nobody else in the instance with you. We are aware that the Prifddinas staff can't elk anything unless nature runes are inside the inventory. Hotfixed. Oath plate shards appear on collection log but not under the Yama section. We are aware of this and we will look to fix this as soon as we can. The ancient mace is not providing boosted prayer points when used on the player own housed combat dummies past the player's current level. Hotfixed. And the contract for 2,000 ether crystals incorrectly reads a cosmic soul catalyst to be cold fixed. Okay, so they released this awesome video that I watched right here. I think it's ChemQ that actually kind of narrates it, and it goes over everything about Yama. I would really recommend checking it out. Okay, so getting there, Yama resides in the Chasm of Fire in Korend. To get there, grab your Drammond Staff or take pride in your Lumbridge Elite Diary completion and head to the Fairy Ring DJR to wind up right next to the entrance. If you're not able to use Fairy Rings, then the Shazian Teleport in the Memoirs book or the Book of the Dead is a solid alternative. You'll need to have completed a Kingdom Divided to access Yama, so all of you should have a copy laying around somewhere. This is a very end game boss, and you should easily have the Lumbridge Elites and obviously the Kingdom Divided before even trying to attempt this anyways. But yeah, use the DJR Fairy Ring, and then you'll get down to the Chasm of Fire, and then just basically take the agility shortcut and you'll be right there. Oh, there's like a little video here showing it anyways. Basically you can take the agility shortcut. There's this one right here which will require level 73 agility, I believe, and it's a little bit takes a little bit longer obviously than the one that is for 83 agility. You basically just instantly get there. Okay, so Yama himself, you'll find Yama sitting atop a throne that's bigger than it has any right to be. And no, you can't have it for your player-owned house. That would be pretty cool. He's got plenty of other deals on offer though, all of which involve facing him in combat. He'll even inhabit his own power to make it easier on you. How can you say no to that? So defeat Yama and you'll score powerful unique drops. Fail to defeat him and you'll lose something more valuable than you can possibly imagine. So rest assured that everything in your bank will be safe and sound. Yeah, can you imagine? You just like lose items in your bank. Now because Yama is so generous or ignorant, he'll even let you bring a friend. So to join one of your pals inside Yama's domain, you'll need to have spoken to the voice of Yama until you can challenge Yama yourself. From there, rather than using the travel option on the voice of Yama, you can use the join option and type in another player's name to join their instance, so long as they're on your friends list. Unlike the Royal Titans, Yama must be interacted with once you're inside his area to start the fight, so there's no need to, yeah, that was really annoying actually with the Royal Titans, because one guy would go in, you'd forget how to type the one person's name, and you'd be halfway done the fight before the other guy even joined, and then you'd get a message saying, oh, they're already halfway through the fight, you can't join. So that's a much better thing where you actually start it from inside of the boss room. So here's some key things, obviously. So Yama is a dangerous death for hardcore Ironmans and the hardcore group Ironmans. You can teleport out of Yama by conventional means or by using an escape crystal. Iron and non-iron accounts can kill Yama together and will receive loot according to their contribution. Unique chances are also dependent on your contribution. Group Iron players will lose their prestige if they do Yama with a player outside of their group. That's crazy. That's funny. So Monster Examine will be enabled immediately. He's not shy. Yama's death fees will be reduced by 75% until you have at least 10 kill count. I think they should do this with every single boss release. That's very nice because you don't want to spend 500k while learning. It's nice that you save 75% until you sort of know what you're doing at least. All of the new tradable items will be blacklisted from Death's Coffer until their prices settle down as normal. Another really good thing. If you logged out inside the Chasm of Fire, you'll be booted out after the game update. We've changed some of the terrain down there and don't want anyone getting stuck. We have a handful of worlds with Yama tag for today's release, so head to any of the following if you're looking for a partner. Nice that they have that set up, and hopefully they continue that. So we'll leave you to discover the ins and outs of the fight yourself. Just to manage your expectations, our internal play tests indicate that our initial aim of the one step beyond the Desert Treasure 2 bosses was dead on the money. The hope is that Yama will be a fun fight for talented players to master, and if you're up for a little extra challenge, you can sign contracts. So I actually quickly tried to kill with some random person, and we died within a minute. Like, I do need to upgrade my gear, to be honest. I don't have the purging staff. I don't even have the Ember Light, so it's kind of one of those things where, yeah, I definitely need to upgrade my gear before I take on the boss, but I can't wait to. It looks really fun. So I went over contracts in my last video a little bit, but basically you can get different types of contracts and they will make the fight a lot harder, but then you will get certain rewards out of it. Now, some of them will be contracts dropped from Yama himself, and some will be there will be other ways to get them by basically killing the demons in certain ways inside of the chasm. So yeah, right here, how do I get them? You'll obtain a good number of contracts from killing Yama himself. We expect that you'll passively accumulate a nice stash of them on your way to ticking off the collection log slots. Alternatively, you can target farm certain contracts with a lower intensity method if you're willing to help out Yama. I believe this is going to be a way that people can make a ton of money, so maybe take advantage of that. Okay, so rewards. We know what you're really here for, and so does Yama, which is why he's prepared a selection of the fabulous prizes in exchange for your time and effort. Again, you can read all about these in the original blog, but here is a quick refresher. So the first thing here is the diabolical worms. These fiery critters will be a welcome addition to any high-level player's tackle box. Basically, the diabolical worms are a upgraded version of the sandworms, and you use them to catch anglerfish significantly faster. So here are some slightly less simple details. So diabolical worms will always be used before sandworms. At level 99 fishing, your chance of a successful anglerfish catch increases from 14% to a whopping 40%. That is a huge buff. So once a diabolical worm is consumed, your next catch roll has a 50% chance to occur a tick faster. And XP from catching anglerfish this way is reduced as they're easier to catch, and you're learning less in the process. So all in all, this should feel somewhere between 2 to 3 times basically faster. So that's really good, especially for Iron Man. So we've got the Ether Catalyst. These are a stackable, tradable rune crafting source, which you can use to craft the Ether runes, a brand new catalytic rune combining the powers of cosmic and soul runes. I think they were going to be calling them the Cosmic Soul Runes, but that just sounded weird, right? If you've got 90 rune crafting, you can create these by bringing either catalysts, pure or Dayalt essence, soul runes, and a binding necklace to the cosmic altar. Use magic imbue from your lunar spellbook, and then use your soul runes on the cosmic altar to craft the ether runes. Eventually, we're sure you'll be able to craft these in the traditional sense, but we don't have a true soul altar or soul talisman for the time being. So we hope you've been saving those astral runes. Okay, at first I was like, what is the point in having a cosmic and soul rune combined? But obviously the Arceus spellbook, this is going to be huge for these spells, and you're going to be able to, you know, pretty much store like 5 in a rune pouch now, because one will have 2 uses. So these are actually very nice. Very high update. Like, you're gonna need to be very good at PVM to kill the boss. 90 rune crafting is the requirement for these new runes. So we've got the death charge update, which is very nice. This is so that you can restore your special attack energy. And this one, it says, despite being an untradeable unlock, this one is fairly common and does have a pity drop mechanic to prevent you from going dry. So as long as you're able to hold down your basically, as long as you're able to kill Yama, you will eventually get this, and that's very nice because it is an upgrade that will help actually, I'm assuming, with the fight. So we've got Demonic Tallow and Surge Potions. So even though it might not feel like good fortune being rewarded with a goopy mess of tradable Demonic Tallow, it is a blessing in disguise. So as long as you've got level 81 Herblore, you can combine Demonic Tallow with an unfinished Torstal Potion and a drop of your own blood to make an untradeable Surge Potion. Just as you'd expect, the prescription goggles and alchemist amulet will help here, so make sure to cash out your mastering mixology rewards if you want to squeeze every last drop out of that tallow. So this is awesome that these are untradeable. Keep that in mind, untradeable, so you won't be able to make money with these. So Surge Potions are a 4-dose potion which you can sip once every 5 minutes to restore 25% of your special attack energy. This 5-minute cooldown will persist through logout, so if you log out with 3 minutes left until your next sip, you'll still need to wait 3 minutes after logging back in to take another. That's kind of good, I guess, right? I remember they released these in the Evolution of Combat, and you could just spam these, and you could just full energy back, so I'm glad that they kind of put like a cap like only every 5 minutes, so it's not super broken. So this cooldown will reset upon drinking from the rejuvenation pool, leaving a raid, leaving the Fortis Coliseum, or dying. So basically the regular ways things will reset, this will reset too. I really like that they put a 5-minute cap. And of course we have the Soul Flame Horn. So while some bits of group content do a great job of giving players roles to perform, most of it devolves into you and your friends doing the same thing you always do, but together. But do you hear that? It's the booming blow of the Soul Flame Horn. Here to spice up how you tackle group content. The real standout for the Soul Flame Horn is its unique buff focus special attack. So yeah, I did cover this when this was first coming out, but it's very nice to have for group content. So take a look at this. So your closest allies within 2 tiles have the accuracy of their next melee hit splats, including special attacks, within the next 6 seconds increased by 100%. So if the target is an NPC, the boosted hit splats always hits. Applying this effect to an ally will also apply it to you, and it will cost 25% of the special attack energy per player affected. So say there's like 3 players there, you'll use say 75% of the special attack energy. And Group Ironman will be able to benefit from this effect if it's used by another player of their group. Oh my god, like Group Ironman are almost like held back. Iron Man can freely buff other players, but they can only benefit from other players using this special attack in the following areas. So Nightmare Necks, TOA, TOB, COX, Royal Titans, Yama, and let us know if you reckon we've missed any. Okay, that is pretty cool. It's definitely a new thing. Obviously, we're going to be getting the Oath Plate armor and shards. So this is the regular Oath Plate, and then the not upgraded version, but the cosmetic version. And it looks awesome, to be completely honest with you, but you will need to complete the contracts in order to get that. But that, I can't wait to see people walking around in game with this on. And here are the stats, obviously, for the Oath Plate armor. It's going to be very nice armor that is going to be more focused on the slash style. So very interesting. Will require level 78 defense. So you'll be able to obtain all 3 pieces as drops from Yama, or craft them for yourself using Oath Plate shards. Oath Plate shards are a reasonably common stackable drop. If you're struggling to hit that exclusive jackpot moment, or perhaps going dry on the last piece of Oath Plate that you need anyways, you'll be able to use these shards in the small skilling area at the bottom of the Chasm of Fire, combine them with Infernal Shale, more on that in a moment, and smelt the Oath Plate bars, which you'll be able to smith into any piece of Oath Plate that your heart desires. We expect that if you hit the drop rate for 2 pieces, you should on average have enough Oath Plate shards to craft the 3rd. So it looks like it'll take a very long time to get all the materials to actually craft it for yourself. But I do like this. I think a lot more content should have like options where you can make it, rather than having to just get lucky and go dry for like a year, right? So we got the Chasm of Fire amenities. So players can obtain contracts by dealing with demons in specific ways. Upon initiating combat with a demon, Yama will make a glimpse appear above their head. The color of the glimpse indicates how he'd like you to dispose of them for a chance of obtaining a contract. If you're not sure what a certain color means, the voice of Yama or the cultist at the entrance to the chasm will give you a refresher. Additionally, you'll be able to check the active contract at the voice of Yama, who will indicate the method for that you should use for the best possible odds at the given time. So purple will mean kill a demon with a heavy ranged weapon, green kill with magic, blue kill with a 2-handed melee weapon, yellow kill a demon whilst the demon is bound, red, kill a demon with a special attack and you'll have better odds, obviously. So it's very cool. I think a lot of people are going to be doing this content to farm up the contracts and make a lot of cash. Okay, next we have the skilling area, and this is where you're going to be making the Oath Plate armor. So take those Oath Plate shards and make them up into a piece of Oath Plate armor. You'll have to get your hands dirty. So starting off, you'll need to mine or buy some infernal shale. When it comes to mining this new ore, it will require level 78 mining. It is boostable. You've got options, so there's a very low intensity, like sort of like shooting stars, but not quite as AFK. And then there's also an active method, which is similar to, say, mining mithril or coal, or a very active method if you fancy tick manipulation, which you could make even more active by chiseling your shale down. For this, you'll need to obtain a special cloth from the imp and get used to slightly different rhythm. Okay, so this is what it sort of looks like. This is where you're going to be mining the rocks anyways. This guy doing some like crazy tick weird thing, but yeah, you could probably get some good mining XP here too. I've just been AFKing the rocks myself, but yeah, I like that this is an option in the game. Okay, so other changes. So similar to the ether runes being usable in place of soul or cosmic runes for charging or creating items, other combination runes, for example lava runes, can now be used for either of the respective elemental runes to charge or create items or portals that require them. I didn't know that you couldn't do that, so that is interesting. The Mark of Darkness can now be recast before it expires. This one's actually really huge. So they're There will still be a delay before recasting so that it doesn't become like a crazy XP per hour method. But yeah, this should improve its usability. Snails in the Mortmire Swamp can now deal damage to players again. Watch out. The Frost Naga have a slightly increased aggro range, so it should be a little more relaxing to fight than before. Fixed a bug where other Frost Naga could start attacking you if one that were in combat with used their special attack. Okay, that's nice. Added a new sound effect when obtaining dung from the TOA reward chest. Okay, that's funny. Fixed a medium clue step featuring a zookeeper who asks for the number of animals in the arty zoo. Wow, what an update this week. Well, yeah, Yama is out, and I honestly can't wait to take on the boss. I really need to upgrade my gear and get the Emberlight, the staff as well. Yeah, I can't really go in there with just like a fang and do any damage, right? So it's one of those things where I'm gonna just be hopefully doing Slayer a bit more now and going towards getting a greater demon task and trying my best to get all of those. I really should have done them when the content came out, but yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where I just gotta do it now. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching the video today. Let me know down in the comments below if you're taking Yama on, and or if you're waiting like me and you need to get your gear upgraded a little bit. But yeah, I need that purging staff right there. I've seen people with shadows and stuff. I really need to upgrade the gear. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.